In this session, we're going to be going over a few key out-of-the-box dashboards that can be pulled into your Insights application and provide your organization with immediate value. We've built several different types of dashboards that are going to be valuable to not just the security team, but these can also be shared with teams like Cloud Ops, IT, engineering, HR, finance, and more. And for each one of these dashboards that I'm going to dig into, I'll highlight and cover some of the key metrics that are being displayed, what integrations are needed to view these results, and example teams that would find them useful. But what we're really doing is providing, and as I navigate over to the Insights dashboard, I click on our applications, click on Insights here. We're providing this centralized location where you can view all of your dashboards from a security perspective. We're going to look at this example of production applications that are at risk. So you can see here that we're able to find a bunch of different code repositories, Bitbucket repositories that have some different findings on them. But say that we only wanted to display, when we jump in here and click the edit button, we're seeing that this is findings that are attached to a code repo that have been defined or deployed to function, host, or container with a production tag equal to true. But say we're only concerned about the findings with a specific severity. So I can edit this query and say with a severity that's not equal, so we don't care about the ones that are low or informational, or if they are set equal to none. So in this example, we're looking at the findings that are in production, but if they're low, informational, or there is no severity tag, then we don't care about it. So we don't want to have that show up within our dashboard. So if I edit that and then I click Save, in this instance, not much has changed. But again, this is one way that you can tune and update these widgets so that they can be more meaningful to your organization. Let's jump over to a separate example. We'll look at user endpoints. So this dashboard is one that would probably be interesting or valuable to like an IT team or possibly HR, right? And you can achieve this dashboard by having integrations with some kind of endpoint manager or your IDP. And as we dig through here, we're able to see that there are stats on things like number of users without an assigned device, devices that have not been seen for more than 7 days, users device by operating system and version, by location, endpoint agent protection status, and endpoint encryption status. And we will jump into users' devices by OS and version. And we'll dig into this one a little bit. But we're able to see that there's an owner and they have a particular device, and we're showing the device version and the number of devices. But if we click edit here, say that we wanted to, we didn't necessarily care about the owner of the device. We just wanted to see what devices are out there and the version, just to cut down on some of that noise. And so if I just delete this line here and then click Save, and because these are being grouped slightly differently, the device counts are different because they're being grouped in a different way. So we're able to see all of the Mac OSs with a particular version across our organization. And finally, jumping back over to here, I wanted to show one more dashboard around development. So, and again, development, something that's probably interesting or can be used by the engineering team, but we're able to see things such as the number of code repositories by project, top open PRs by developer, PRs containing self-approved commits that have been merged last month, since there's no PRs containing self-approved commits last month, but we know that in the future there may be. So if I come in here and I click edit, this is returning a number, but there are also, there's a color code that you can use for specific number ranges. Say that my value is equal to 0. I can leave it as a blue or informational status. If there's just one PR containing self-approved commits, maybe that's something that we're not too worried about, so we're okay with leaving this as a 1. But then we want to have like this orange status or kind of a warning state if our value is between 1 and, let's say, 5. And then for anything that is greater than or equal to 5, we want to see a red state. And again, if we had any results that were being returned here, we'd be able to easily see the color change over here on this left-hand side. And for the sake of just being able to see that, let's update this one to say 0. So if the value is equal to 0, we want to show a green state, which is a good status. And we click save, then we'll be able to see that color change. And again, these dashboards, the purpose of these general dashboards is that you can use them both as the security team, but also invite others from within the organization to view, edit, or you can share them with these different teams so that they can have, again, this single consolidated view of all of your dashboards across your organization.